Morning, Facebook world. We're now live.
Probably not. Hopefully you don't have to use this one.
Martin Luther King High School on the left of your screen. Centennial High School on the right of your screen. I'm going to be a little bit subdued in my speech pattern today because we're literally right on top of the pool deck, and I don't want to interfere with the refs. So I might be a little bit more subdued than you heard me last night. That was an exciting game last night.
But if the ball turns over, right, there's a shot, ball turns over, steal, whatever, it's not necessary to raise the flag. They should. You to the right? Is that how it goes on the same side? Right, well, think about it.
Refs are finishing their final talking points before the game gets blown live. And we are live. And Corona wins the Centennial wins the sprint. Got a little mixed up because it's Corona Centennial. Ball under. King ball. Good job, Nicole. Nicole's on the right wing. Nicole's on the right wing. She passes it to Gucher. Still on the right wing. Up on the top of the perimeter. Rachel Shaw on the left. Back to Gucher. And the ball stolen by Corona Centennial. Back over to the goalie. Back over to the right wing. Into the goalie, and the goalie steals the ball. Little bit too far on that pass. Had that pass been right on top of her, that may have been a score or at least a 5-meter. Ball's over on the left wing with Ava Nelson. Ava passes it into Rachel Shaw on a 5-meter. Rachel Shaw draws a 5-meter. Beautiful job by her. She had front water. Ava saw it coming and pitched the ball in at perfect timing. Once she was in scoring position, player climbed on her back, and it's an instant 5-meter. She scores. Rachel Shaw with the first score of the game.
Sorry, bro. Forget to put them in? I did. That hurt. No, you're sorry today.
Ref paused the game to put his earplugs in.
No, I watched the start of the grind. Yeah.
Ball's now Corona Centennial. Scores 1-0. King. It's passed in to the left side. Gucher guarding. Stifling defense. Passed into set. Ordinary issued. She is on the inside of the 5, but is not live. She passes back to half court, and she shoots and nails the top of the cage. Mather with the ball. Passes it all the way over to Nicole. Nicole passes it into Ava. Ava passes it back to Nicole. Nicole passes it over to Gucher. Gucher shoots and wide of the goal. Ava retains possession. King retains possession. And she shoots and scores. Ava.
I know.
Okay, thank you. We're doing the game. Corona Centennial with the ball. Scores 2-0. King. Passes it over to the left wing. And she shoots. Strong shot on the left-hand side. Nailed off the left crossbar. Passed over to Ava on the left wing. She passes it into Nicole, and it is stolen. Little bit too far. Very good intention there. Very good anticipation. Ball's pitched in on the left-hand side. That was the player that shot earlier in the game with a strong shot. Pitches it over to number 13, and Rachel Shaw grabs the arm as she's shooting, which is what is caught in water polo. Perfect job. Great. Sophia Gucher has the ball. Rachel Shaw is driving. Ordinary is issued. Nicole. And the ball's pitched into set. While she was occupied, it was stolen. Goalie ball. Passed over to the right. Pitched into set. 5 meter is issued. Once the player's driving, you cannot touch her at this point in time with the new FINA rules, the way they're called nowadays. If you climb on that player's back at that point in time when she has front water, it's an immediate 5 meter or an ejection. And she shoots and scores. Scores now 2-1. MLK is still up in this game. Sophia Gucher's out. Looks like Emily Hutton is in for Sophia. Andrea Burgess is in, and Ava is now out. Hutton is now in. Pitches it over to Andrea Burgess. Andrea pitches it back over to, and it is stolen. Oh, back over to, I can't see because of the ref. Ball's pitched over. Jade was putting a lot of pressure. Ordinary is issued. She's on the inside of the 5 meter. Pitches it into center. She's looking for a shot. She's looking for a shot. And the ball goes over the top of the goal. Centennial retains possession. Ball's a 2 meter throw in from the left side.
Walk it up.
A player needs to fix their cap.
It's right by number 4. Right here. Jessica. Jessica behind her. Thank you. No. I was saying to walk it up.
They're giving her time to fix her cap real quick. Pause in the action.
Thank you.
Just to give a quick recap, King is up 2-1. And the ball is now live. She is now live. She can shoot that ball now. And Centennial retains possession. Ordinary is issued. She has to get outside of the 2 meter. And she's defended by Nicole. Back over. And she lobs it, and it scores. Score is now 2-2. Number 3 lobbed it over the top of the goalie. Beautiful lob shot. Looks like almost all of the starters are back in the game right now. I think one player needs to come out. Delaney is coming out. There's a lot of starters in this game now. Presley, down line to Hutton. Hutton pitches it over to Andrea Burgess, and the ball is stolen. The player was crashing. Pitches it over to the left. King looks a little sluggish this morning. And an ordinary is issued. She's on the inside of the 5. That ball's not live. And she pitches it in. Beautiful. And she shoots and scores. Centennial is now up 3-2 in this game.
Nice job, Kylie. Come on, guys.
Ball gets pitched back to Bailey Rosa. Pitched over to Abby Ruiz. And bad pass. It was pitched into Chandler Burrell, but the player had position on her. Presley Burrell guarding on the left-hand side, number 2 with the ball. Pitched in, Hutton guarding. And she was on the outside of the 5, so that ball was legal to shoot. But she had to take immediate action on that shot. Had that ball gone in, it would have been completely legal. Ball's over on the right-hand side, and it's knocked out by King. Corona Centennial retains possession, passes it up to the top of the key. And a shot on goal. Mather retains possession.
Took a beating in there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Hutton passes it into Andrea Burgess. And it lands off the right side of the bar and bounces out. Entire starting lineup is in this time. Emily Osmus is in, Andrea Burgess, Chandler Burrell, Taylor Mason, Ava is swimming on the sprint, and looks like Sophia Gucher. We have quite a few different lineups this year with this team because we're so deep. So Alvaro's got the luxury of, you could consider like the first 4 or 5 players on our bench starters pretty much. And Corona Centennial wins the sprint again. Pitches it in on the left-hand side. Number 2 looks like one of their best players for Corona Centennial. She's got a strong shot. And pitches it in to number 5. Gucher crashes. Number 5's got a shot. Number 2's got a shot. She's up, and she shoots, and it blocked. It's a 2-meter. It went beyond the cage on the back side, so that the distance of the depth of the cage, if it goes on the inside of that line, it's an imaginary line, it's considered out of bounds. And she is now live. Taylor's guarding, and she shoots and scores. Corona Centennial is now up 4-2. The ball's pitched back to Chandler Burrell. Taylor Mason's going into set. The ball gets pitched over to Ava. Ava pitches it into Taylor. She's got front water. 5-meter.
9-dart penalty.
As soon as that ball gets pitched in there and the player's on the back, that call is immediately made because of the new FINA rules. Taylor Mason up for the shot. She shoots and scores. Corona Centennial is still up 4-3 in this game. We're into the second quarter. 6 minutes left on the second quarter. Scores 4-3 Corona Centennial. She's pressured. Ava guarding on the left-hand side. Ordinary is issued. Emily Osmus crashing. She tried to backhand, but it went wide of the goal. Out of bounds. Mather retains possession. 6-on-5 opportunity for MLK. Passed over to Ava. Prime scoring opportunity here. All the way over to Chandler Burrell. Chandler's over to Emily Osmus. Emily over to Goocher. And rebound, King. Andrea Burgess has the ball. And she shoots wide of the cage to the right-hand side. And the player comes back in. Centennial Corona is even. Corona Centennial, apologize.
Go press! Press! Go press!
And an ordinary is issued. She shoots. Ball bounces off the top. King retains possession. Emily's looking for the ball. Emily Osmus has the ball. Taylor's driving in the middle. Ball sent into Taylor. She shoots and scores. King has a little momentum in this game. Scores now tied 4-4. Looks like one of those teams you can't take lightly. They are scrappy. Player subbed out. Emily Hutton's in. Ava Nelson is out. Most of the starters are still in this game. Emily Osmus. Emily Osmus guarding. Passed in. Number 2. She's got a strong shot. And she shoots and scores. Corona Centennial is now up 5-4. Number 2 with a strong shot. Chandler Burrell with the ball. Emily Osmus with the ball. She pitches it over to Emily Hutton. Emily passes it into Chandler Burrell, and it bounces off the right side of the cage. Centennial holds the ball. The goalie has the ball. Centennial still up 5-4 in this game. King has had prime scoring opportunities, just can't seem to find a goal this morning. Where are the goal gods when you need them? And Chandler Burrell with the beautiful sky grab to retain possession of that ball and make the steal. Emily Osmus, she drives in, she's driving, and she bounces it off the right-hand side of the goal once again. King just can't seem to find the goal this morning. They've had prime scoring up. Chandler Burrell with the steal. And she pitches it over to Emily Osmus. She doesn't see it. She does not see it. She sees it now. She's looking for Taylor. She's looking for anybody to do something. And she shoots and scores.
Whoa.
Upper left-hand corner of the goal.
If I ask you if there was a reset, that one lags sometimes.
Scores now 5-5. High score, second quarter with 2:49 left in the game. This Corona Centennial team is scrappy. They have some shooters on this team also. Taylor Mason guarding up top. Emily Osmus guarding over on the right-hand side. Ordinary issue. Players driving. She's looking for someone, anyone. And Emily steals the ball. An ejection's going on. Emily Osmus, she is not live. She is not live. She cannot shoot the ball. Okay.
New rules.
Oh, okay. Sorry about
Do you know
that.
her number?
Prior to this year, that ball would not have been live. The new FINA rules, that ball is now live.
Hey, boss. That's your goal, right?
I'll have the ref explain that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know where the other book was.
are you doing what?
I'm doing that video live.
Oh, okay.
No, the other guy is the unofficial. I think he's over there. Oh, he's on the bench.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Scores now 6-5, MLK High School. New FINA rules changed that decision. She is now live off of that exclusion. She had to pitch the ball up to herself, which makes the ball live in that situation. Ordinary is issued, and there's an exclusion. She did not back off of her when that ordinary foul was issued, and an automatic exclusion in that. It was a perfect call by the ref on that situation. She's got to be more aware of that situation. Corona Centennial is now in a 6-on-5 situation here.
Take your time, guys. Stay on. Hands.
Pitched in, over on the left, top of the key. Pitched in on the center. Number 5 has the ball. All the way over to the right. Back over to number 3. And she's coming in from behind. The ball bounces off of the goal, and it's pushed in by number 7. High score, 6-6.
Wait a second.
143 left.
143 left in the second quarter. High score, 6-6. Chandler over to Emily Hutton. Emily Hutton passes it into Goocher. Goocher passes it into Chandler Burrell. Chandler pitches it back to Goocher. Goocher shoots and scores wide left with that patented, beautiful left-hand shot that she's got. Goocher's found her control this year. She has been stellar up until this point. Ball's in the middle. King is now up 7-6. 1:19 left in the quarter until halftime. Pitches it, and Emily Hutton steals the ball. King is now driving, looking for a scoring opportunity. Abby is going wide. Emily Osmus, and she shoots and scores on the left-hand portion of the goal. King is now up by 2 in this game. 59 seconds left in the half.
It doesn't work because Julie said.
Coach must have gave him the what for.
Yeah.
11. 11.
Taylor's back in the game now. She's guarding. And Emily Hutton steals the ball. Emily Osmus going wide. She pitches it over to Taylor Mason. Taylor's wide open in front of the goal, and she shoots and scores. King up by 3 now. Looks like King's got a little momentum going in this game now.
No 11. Unless you want to go out. Press. 30 seconds, Ben. Ball 4.
Ball's at the top. Emily Osmus guarding. Stifling defense up there. Passed over to the right. Emily Osmus steals the ball. It was a mishandle by the Corona player. Passed over to Emily Hutton. Emily Hutton shoots and scores. King's got all the momentum in this game with 7.9 seconds left in this quarter, so there's enough for one possession. King's up by 4 now. Look for the quick shot in this situation. And she shoots and blocks. Mather has the ball. And 2 end of the quarter. Situation where
So that's any foul outside the 6 is like they can make themselves live just by putting the ball in play.
Okay.
And then they can move anywhere in the pool. They can walk the ball all the way in and score.
all that has to happen is the separation of the ball in your life.
They're still an eligible shooter after that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I heard you saying it,
I didn't.
and it went in, and then
The intent of the rule was to take away like the tactical fouling on the perimeter,
I got
so
you.
that you foul and then drop back and help at center.
Right.
Now they're forced to play defense because that's an eligible shooter now. You're live to shoot.
And
the
make
same
that
thing.
decision.
You know how we'd have a 2-meter throw?
Yes, sir.
And then we'd have that wing defender drop all the way into center.
Uh-huh.
Well, now that a 2-meter throw is the same thing. You can make yourself live from a 2-meter throw and walk the ball in and shoot. So now you can't really drop off because even though it's not a great angle shot, there's still a live shooter.
Thank you for the explanation.
welcome.
Real
let me
appreciate
know if
it.
something doesn't match up.
There you have it.
Beautiful explanation there.
you had it on.
Watch it. You got her.
5 meter drawn by Abby Ruiz.
Take it, Abby, take it!
Abby Ruiz with the 5 meter.
You got this, Abby! Come on, Abby!
Abby shoots and blocks. She tried to sneak it under the armpit of the goalie. That's often a good idea there.
Watch, drive, Abby! Go for it!
And an ordinary is issued. She has to back off. And there's a steal. Rachel Shaw with the steal.
Good job, Rachel!
Rachel Shaw has the ball. Andrea Burgess. She shoots and scores. Andrea Burgess playing set right now. It's not normally her position. I guess Chandler's out and Taylor's out, which leaves Andrea to play set. One other player for us that now plays set is Jade, who's just a wonderful young player. A lot of potential there with that young lady. Tremendous set defender also, from what I hear. Number 7 is excluded for King. That was Nicole. That was off the ball, foul. So the player oftentimes will make a gesture to swim inside, and if that player is impeded in any way, that's an automatic ejection away from the ball. Goalie passes it in. 13's got the ball. It's now live. And almost stolen. She passes it back over. Rachel Shaw knocks the ball over. And Mather blocks the ball, but the Corona player is closer to the ball. Corona Centennial retains possession. They are back on offense. She has to swim outside of the 2 meter to make it live. I don't know what that call was. I don't think they were doing anything with the ball. Okay, she did not put it in play. That's the new rule. Thank you for that. Over to Nicole. Nicole shoots and scores. He was making fun of himself because he can't talk because of the mask. He was like mumbling on purpose. Andrea Burgess with the defense up there. And an ordinary is issued. Whoa, I'm sorry, there was a Rachel Shaw. Nicole. Presley is wide open. She's driving. And Presley, the goalie blocked it. Beautiful block by the Corona Centennial goalie. Some players you root for a little bit more. Presley has so much energy. She did not make that ball live. That's one of the new FINA rules. You have to pop the ball up to yourself and create separation between your hand and the ball. Ball's pitched into number 3. Ordinary. And the ball bounces off the top of the bar. And she almost pitched it in her own goal. It was a great foul not going in there. Andrew. And it's pitched over to Presley. 10 seconds, 8 seconds. And Bailey has the ball, and she catches it right at the end, catches possession of the ball and pitches it in like a shot put. She lost possession, re-caught the ball and just pitched it in right at the end because she knew the shot clock was winding down. It was a beautiful shot.
You only have 31 seconds. Wait.
Players putting on her cap. Ref's giving a little time to put on the cap. Andrea Burgess once again with the defense. Oh, Presley with the beautiful defense there. Presley's like a little firecracker. Oh, it landed off the right side of the bar. For a second there, I was wondering what she was doing, but she knew that the clock was winding down. She could see the clock over on the right-hand side, and she just launched a big one right before the end of the third quarter. Score's now 18-6. Start of the fourth quarter. The ball is now live. And King wins the sprint this time. So Corona Centennial won 3 sprints. King won the last and final one. And that was Emily Hutton won that sprint. She pitches it into Jade. Jade pitches it into Chandler. Chandler pitches it back to her sister. Bailey Rosa pitches it over to Hutton. Hutton shoots and blocked by the goalie. Beautiful block by the goalie. Still a lot of fight left in this Corona Centennial team. Pitched in the set, guarded by Presley. Ordinary is issued. Pitches it back up to the top. Chandler guarding. Pitches it back into set. Gucher guarding this time. And she pitches it over the top of the goal out of bounds. Coach is looking for the ball. Pitches it into the goalie. Goalie has the ball for King. Over to the right side to Hutton. Hutton pitches it into Chandler Burrell. Chandler pitches it back to Gucher. Gucher pitches it back to the other Burrell, Presley. Presley, and she shoots and scores. Presley Burrell. That was a beautiful ball movement. You could tell they were a little tired from last night, and it took them a little while to get going again this morning. It's like they forgot to play water polo for a little bit. They have those competitive juices flowing once again. These young freshmen for King right now are just, pitches it right over the top of the goalie. Beautiful lob shot. Number 2 is a young, talented player for Corona Centennial. I believe she plays for Chalk. That was a beautiful shot. Mom's happy. Score's now 18-7, King. Back over to Bailey Rosa. Over to Gucher. Gucher shoots and scores. Gucher with that patented left hand. It's kind of a half-speed shot, but it's so effective because she's so accurate with the shot. It's wonderful. It's like the goalies just aren't expecting it to come in that soft, but so accurate. It goes in almost every time. And the goalie blocks it. Number 2 again with the shot. That young lady has been really effective for Corona Centennial today. She's a great player. Presley Burrell with the ball. All the way over to Jade. And Jade pitches it into set, and it's scooped out of there by the set defender. Hutton was playing set that time. That was unusual. She's a lefty, so it's a little bit different for a lefty. You have to pitch it on the opposite side. Most people are used to pitching it in on the right-hand side. And she was on the inside of the 5 meter on that shot, so that ball was not live in that situation. Ball's pitched over to Jade. And the ball stolen from Chandler Burrell. If the ball would have been pitched out to her a little bit further, she'd have got that and scored easily. She's such a great player. She had a phenomenal game last night.
Hands up, hands up.
Bailey Rosa with the stifling defense. She knocked the ball.
There you go. Stick your hands out. There you go.
And she pitches it right over the top of the goalie. That number 2 for Corona Centennial has just been dominant in this game. She's a wonderful young player. A lot of heart in that young lady. I think she scored the last 2 for Corona Centennial. That was a beautiful offensive move. Regardless of what team it's from, offense is offense, and that was beautiful. Scores now 20-8 King. Bailey Rosa with the ball. Passes over to Hutton. Jade's got the ball. Passes it over to Presley. Presley passes it into Chandler. Chandler back up to Jade. Jade's up. And she pitches it over to Hutton. Hutton shoots and scores. 21 points by King. Looks like Coach is going to make some substitutions here, and he called them off. They were all prepared to go in, and then he said, "Nah, just wait." No one is guarding the player in the middle. Chandler now goes to her. Pitched over to 5. Nobody's guarding her, and she shoots it wide of the goal. Wide open, Jade. Chandler. She pitches it back to Chandler. Back up to Presley. Sister to sister. Presley shoots and goes over the top of the goal. The player driving wide open, and Mather goes out and snags the ball. She beat the offensive player to the ball and snags it. Makes a pirouette in the water over to Chandler Burrell. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. The ball. And Gucher has the ball. And it's blocked. Number 1 for King. Goalie has the ball. I'm sorry, Corona. I said King. Pitched over to the right. There's looks like their best player to me, number 2. She's been dominant in this game. Ball's knocked out. She's given an ordinary. Okay. Ref blew the whistle and said for these 2 young ladies on this side to stop. And she shoots and it's blocked, and it goes over the top of the goal, so the ball is now issued to Corona Centennial on the wing. It's a 2-meter throw-in. But she has to make the ball live now. According to the new FINA rules, she made it live. She is now live and able to shoot the ball from over there if she wants to. And she shoots and nails it off the left sidebar.
call double three.
Ball passed over to Presley. 56 seconds left. Ball's passed over to Hutton. And is pitched into Presley. Back up to Chandler. And Chandler shoots it just wide of the goal. And the ball comes back in, so the ref says, hold on, coach. And it's now live. Pitch over on the left-hand side. She shoots wide of the goal. 26 seconds. I'm looking for coach to maybe say hold the ball, but he allows them to go play offense. Ball's pitched over to Gucher. Gucher pitches it into Hutton, and Hutton does not draw the foul. There's 8 seconds left on the clock.